Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Honkai Star Rail, and we're going to be talking about the character system that we have in this game. Now this game is very reminiscent of Genshin Impact with how they layer out their character menu. And real quick before I start the video, I want to make sure that everyone knows that yes, Genshin Impact content and Honkai Impact is still going to stay on the channel. This is just right now because Honkai Star Rail is really fresh and new with the beta, and Genshin Impact and Honkai Impact during their cooldown periods waiting for the next patch. We're going to be covering some Star Rail content while we wait, but of course there still will be videos very soon with Genshin and Honkai, so do not worry. But going back to Honkai Star Rail, we are looking at a lot of Genshin related stuff or Genshin comparable stuff when it comes to the character menu. As you can see, the menu itself is very reminiscent of Genshin Impact with the character standing in the middle. The screen up top with the bar having the characters, and then of course you have the side menu with all the characters on the side. So yeah, a lot of the things that took from Genshin Impact is in Honkai Star Rail. There's not a lot of Honkai aspects in this besides the characters themselves, so that's something to take note of. In the main menu of the screen, you're going to see the skills, and with the skills you're going to see their elements as well. So as you can see, Bronya is a wind type character, Hook is a fire type character, she is a quantum character, ice character, and physical character. There's a lot of different elements in this game, and these elements are used to break the shields on various different enemies. So this is very important to make note of when building your teams. It is a lot more likely that you're going to be building a team of 4 different characters, so you can build 4 different shields, or bringing 2 of one element so you can break shields faster. That's going to be pretty much the way you build teams, and then add your healers, your buffers, stuff like that is going to be very, very important when building your teams. But looking at each character has 5 different talents or 5 different passives. One, of course, is their basic attack, just a regular attack. Their skill is going to vary between the characters. For Bronya, it's going to be boosting up your character to be the next turn and also giving them a damage increase. Her ult gives them an attack increase and a crit damage increase. And then her talent is when she uses a basic attack, she gets a speed boost technically. And then her technique, which is something that you could do on the overworld while enemies are roaming around. And you're going to use the technique to buff your, usually buff your teammates, and this is going to give you a bigger advantage over in the battlefield. So there's 5 different things that each character has. All of them have very different passives or skills or ults. So you do want to make sure that you should know which character does what when you are looking to put them on the team. So besides the talents themselves, which we are going to be talking about the talent leveling system in a second, the next thing is the light cone. So the light cone is pretty much a weapon, in all honesty, although it doesn't look like one, it just looks like a regular card. But this is technically the weapon because this is also something that you are going to use to summon on. As you can see, Cella's banner is right here as the premium 5-star banner, and then her light cone is right underneath it. So this is pretty much, in all honesty, something less like a weapon banner rather than a stigmata and weapon banner like in Honkai. So these weapons, you can refine them. That's what that super imposition is with the level 3. And then you are also able to get an effect from certain weapons. Now, the one thing that is very different from this is that unlike Genshin, you can put any weapon on any character. In Honkai Star Rail, you can put any light cone on any character, but the problem is, as you can see where it says light cone ability, you won't get any light cone bonus or effect if you don't match it with a certain weapon type, I guess you could say. So it's kind of, if you want to clarify it like this, it's kind of like having a sword, a claymore, a bow, something like that, and it's basically putting that stipulation on the light cone. So like each light cone has their own different path, and that is technically the weapon type, quote unquote. As you can see, Bronya is using a harmony path light cone, and this gives her an attack buff for all the allies. And she cannot use the effect of the erudition path, so stuff like that is very specific. You won't be able to use the effect that is on the light cone, only the stats if you want to put the wrong light cone path for your character. So like I said, it's kind of like weapon classes. You gotta have the same light cone path to be able to use the effect that's in the bottom where it's all in green. So that is something to make a very big note of. You're able to refine them. It makes the effect at the bottom do more damage or do more of whatever it is changing. And then of course the substats are right there with the level. It's something that you can of course look at, and it's going to matter a lot depending on what characters get what. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to mix and match between the paths, but you're going to want to make sure you stay in your path so that you keep the bonus, because those bonuses are really, really good, and those bonuses are going to help a lot in each battle that you're in. Other than that, there are talent levels. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is very reminiscent of Genshin Impact. You will use materials to, of course, get levels on your different talents. So, you know, something for her base attack, her skill, her ultimate. There are also static boosts, so, you know, bonus abilities. When Brony is on the field, all allies get 10% damage. Stat bonuses like crit damage bonus, effect res, wind damage, and there's so much more that they get as you level them up. At the beginning of the battle, increase all allies defense by 20%. So there will be a lot of different stat bonuses, bonus abilities that you will get as soon as you level them up to their, you know, recommended level. That's going to matter a lot and be a big boost whenever you know, get them to that level. So you're going to want to level up your talents just like in Genshin. I'm pretty sure it's in this game, it's going to be to the point where you're going to basically level up all of them, except, you know, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't level up like the basic attacks, the skills, the ultimates, because a lot of them are going to be very, very crucial for shield breaking, for buffing, for healing, for damage, all that type of stuff. So we will see as when I play the game more and when the game officially comes out, if there's going to be a need to level up, like, you know, one character don't level up the base attack, one character do, like we do in Genshin. But we will have to see when the game comes out. But as you know, as far as we know, this talent system is very much similar with a lot of extra added abilities and bonuses that each character can get specific to them. And something that a lot of people found as a deal breaker that, you know, a lot of people want to know about: what is the artifact system like, or is there an artifact system? Yes, there is an artifact system. In this game, you can put on 6 different artifacts, but 2 of them are called planar ornaments, if I'm not wrong. Now, this is something I couldn't find any information on, but I think if this is not wrong, these are supposed to be 2-piece set artifacts that you can have as well. So it's going to be 4-piece, 2-piece, or I think there are some artifacts that have a 5-piece bonus as well. This is going to be something that is very important, just like Genshin, such as crucial as Genshin. Stuff like, you know, HP percent, attack percent, crit damage percent, which is funny enough is on the chest piece. Crit damage percent, you know, all the substats, speed, effect res, shield breaking effect, all that type of stuff. There's a lot of different stats in this game and a lot of different things that you're going to keep note of when you're playing this game and you're looking at the substats, what main stat, and it looks like there's a lot more different substats. Like I said, the break effect is one of them right here on this piece, has crit rate on it. The effect hit rate, there's effect res. So there's a lot of different substats you're gonna have to be looking forward to, and especially with all the different characters that are in the game, like, you know, DPSs, buffers, shielders, healers. All of this different stuff is gonna matter, and all of this different stuff is gonna be very crucial, especially with the set bonuses as well. Is going to be very crucial in getting, you know, your character to where they need to be and be able to finish any activity that they're put in. And then lastly, for the whales out there, or for the really unlucky people that lose their 50/50s, which I did cover in the other video talking about the summoning system. If you haven't watched it already, make sure to go watch that. And also, if you're already over here in this video all this far, make sure to leave a sub, make sure to leave a like for the Honkai Star Rail content. This game is really, really fun, and I've been really, really enjoying it. And I will make a review, very in-depth review, if you should play it or not when the beta is near close, or when I feel like I have a better feel of it. So make sure to leave a sub and a like. I very much appreciate it. But like I said, for all you whales out there and all you lose of 50/50s out there, we do have a constellation menu, 1 through 6, just like Genshin. 3 and 5 are the, you know, skill and ult boost as always, and then 1, 2, 4, and 6 are the effect bonuses. These will vary in strength, of course, just like Genshin. I do not know everyone's constellation, but as you may know, every time you get a constellation, they're going to be getting higher and higher in damage or in utility, so that's going to be very important. Lastly, one thing that I do need to cover is that it's just not about crit rate, crit damage, or attack in this game. Speed and energy are going to matter a lot. Speed is at which rate your character can make their turns, how fast it can make their turns. And then energy is how fast they can get their ult. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff that you're gonna have to keep you know, note of when it comes to playing this game. And look at all of these different elements. Is physical, fire, ice, lightning, wind, quantum, imaginary, and physical. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of elements to keep note of in this game. So elements are going to be key, very important. Other than that, that is going to be pretty much it. Of course, we have the standard ascension system as well, just like Genshin. Like I said, this game is very reminiscent, very comparable to Genshin. So other than that, that's pretty much it for the character menu. I will be covering the combat as well in the future. We're going to be talking about like what is the more intricate parts of the gameplay, how does the gameplay feel like, a review in the future as well. So if there's anything else you want me to cover regarding this game to let you know if you want to play it, or if this is something that's very interesting to you, let me know and I'll cover it. This is something that a lot of people were talking about the relics, talking about the character. So I wanted to give that its own video. Now the relics, of course, as when I get further in the game, I will cover them more in depth, but at this point in time I'm not able to grind them yet. But I am going to take the time to grind my way up there and be able to make a really good guide on the relics in the future. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching all to the end. Leave a sub and a like if you can, if you enjoyed the content. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.